actually respond, or are they just trying to pretend and fake my interest? Because that also doesn't work well either. Men, I don't know why y'all do that, but y'all be faking interest. Don't fake the funk. If you don't like something, just say you don't like it. Hello and welcome to the Tiger's Lair. I'm Tiger, and today I have an interesting topic for you. I wanted to talk about dating apps versus real life and some advice for men. So if you're a male out there who likes women, I have some advice for you to succeed. All right. So first I want to cover dating apps, because the world that we live in, dating apps is just very prevalent. It's how we meet people these days. So I just want to give a little tips to the fellas to help them out. Talk to the ladies, okay? So for the first tip, forgive me, I'm going to look at my notes. My notes are over here. So the first tip that I recommend when you are chatting with someone on the app, let's say you both match, the first thing you need to think about, what interested you in them? Think about that first. The reason being, if you were intrigued by them because their profile was very interesting, they say they like hiking and you hike every Saturday and try out all different trails around Colorado, right? That's something that you can connect with. If you're interested because you just purely thought they were attractive and you just want to smash, that's what you're interested in, right? If you're interested because you just thought they're attractive but you didn't take the time to look at their profile, you need to look at their profile, right? If they didn't have anything in their profile, it was really bare, but you thought they were attractive, so you wanted to accept them anyway, right? Say those things. The reason why I'm saying this is so important, because so many men message women the same messages. If you're a woman, you're on the receiving end, and you're getting 15 messages a day, and all of them are, hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? Hey, 15 times. Or you get, oh, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? I don't know what I do at this point, but it's not talking to you, okay? So you need to figure out why you were interested in the person, because that can be your spark or your start for your conversation. So I've had people tell me, hey, I think you're really beautiful. What do you feel like friends with benefits? And I'm like, oh, I'm not interested, but thanks for, letting me know. They're like, all right, cool. And we end it. It's literally 3-4 messages exchanged, no time wasted, no hard feelings, none of that, right? Then I've had other people who are just like, oh, you really like anime? What are your top 5 favorites? Or, oh, if you could live in an anime universe, what universe would you live in? Even though maybe multiple people have asked me this question, it's still not 15 of the same question in a row, if that makes sense. So figure out why you were interested in this woman, okay? What made you swipe on her, like her, hit her like love button? I don't know, whatever app you're using. What made you want to connect with this woman? Number 2, what do you feel like will happen with you and this person? Right? So where do you want it to go? Do you want it to be friends with benefits? Do you want to just get to know her and not have any pressure and kind of see where things are because you think she's cool and you're interested, but you're not sure where you should take it? Or are you looking to get married in the next 6 months, right? Figure out what you want, because that will also help you figure out how to steer the conversation. If she's kind of talking about things that are very more serious than you want them to be, you can set that tone early on. Hey, so I'm really looking to just get to know you. If a relationship develops sometime down the line in the next, name your timeline, right? In the next year, I'm okay with that. But at this very moment, I'm not looking to get in the relationship in the next 2 weeks. Set that up quickly. Yeah, she may not be looking for that. Maybe she wants to, be engaged in 3 months, right? And she doesn't feel like she wants to be with a boyfriend in 2 weeks. So you're not the person for her. That's okay. Move on to the next one. Don't spend your time trying to convince someone to do what you want to do. Move on. Yeah? 3, okay? Figure out how you can stand out. What makes you different from the other men in her inbox, right? What makes you different from the person she swiped on? She could swipe on you because she just wants to match with everyone. And you could have swiped on her because you just want to match with everyone. But if you connected and you kind of feel like you want to move forward, how can you stand out? How can you be memorable? It's not about creating some chaos or being very negative, but it's about figuring out what you want, what interested you, and then that will help you stand out. So for example, I named, people who've asked me about anime before. They've stood out because it's clear they took the time to read my profile. But not only that, it also shows that they have a similar interest, because if I ask them a question, can they actually respond, or are they just trying to pretend and fake my interest? Because that also doesn't work well either. Men, I don't know why y'all do that, but y'all be faking interest. Don't fake the funk. If you don't like something, just say you don't like it. We don't care. I promise you, we don't care. We don't care. Do you like some of the things we like? Cool. Do you need to like everything we like? You absolutely do not. So don't fake the funk. If you're not into anime, don't pretend you are. If you're not into hiking, don't pretend you are, because guess what's going to happen? When you go on a date or you get to know this woman, she's going to want to go on a hike with you. She's going to want to watch anime with you. She's going to want to go to an amusement park or eat out at a seafood place. And if you don't like any of these things, now you look like the bad guy when you could have just not pretended from the beginning, right? So yeah, don't do that. Just what interested you? What do you want to happen? What do you want to do with this, right? And the last thing, how can you stand out? Those are the things to remember when you're creating your dating profile. Also, when you match with someone, how should you steer the conversation? These are some questions to keep in mind. All right? I'll see you in the next one. Peace.